hell was with that Komarov penalty? So bad. I've never even heard of someone getting called for a joke.
What?
A joke. Babcock said the penalty was for a joke.
He said it's a joke.
Joke.
A joke.
Joke.
No one likes you.
Showtime. Pity point. Whoopsie daisy, this team is ruining my life.
Leafs lose 2-1 to the Minnesota Wild. Oh, well, Steve, how come you're not looking as happy and chipper as last time? Like I said, I'm just going to keep recapping every post-trade deadline game like this. They play Tampa Bay. They play pretty well. They lose by 1 goal. They play Washington. They play pretty well. The kids are all right. They lose by 1 goal. And in this one, they play Minnesota, and they play well, and they lose by 1 goal. Another game, another hard-fought, 1-goal loss for the Toronto Maple Leafs, you might be thinking to yourself. And you would be right. That's if you're nice and optimistic. But I'm having difficulty being that right now, because to me, this was just another example of NHL officiating ruining an NHL game this season. Another one. DJ Khaled officiating, another one. The keys to failure. So why don't we do this? Let's fast forward to the third period, all right? Let's fast forward to Leo Komarov taking a I'm not sure penalty against Charlie Coyle. What does it say? It was interference. Festive, sure, why the hell not? Michael Granlund, or as Canucks fans have been referring to him recently, the good Granlund, scores on the power play to put the Minnesota Wild up 2-1, and they were up for good, and that's the game. The Leafs lose. The fact that that is a penalty in the third period of a tied National Hockey League game is a joke, and the refs have been a joke this year. And this is something I try not to make a habit of doing, talking about the refs. I know they have an extremely hard job, and for the most part, in most Leaf games, I think they've been pretty fair so far this season, because I haven't really brought them up in LFRs. The reason I made a video about them recently on the Sportsnet YouTube channel is because around the rest of the league, the refs have been a running, screaming at the top of their lungs joke. Whether it's a ref getting in the way during a crucial moment of a Sabres-Habs game, or a ref kicking the puck out in front to a Blues attacker while the Stars goalie goes out to play the puck, or whether a Tampa Bay defender is just trying to clear the puck around the boards and the ref gets in the way so a Sharks player can get it. Not just any Sharks player, Joe Thornton. They love getting in the way this season. And then having the audacity to throw Hedman out of the game for shooting a puck at him, shot a puck at his own teammate practically. Shut up, I'm yelling about the refs. And then the whole Paul Maurice saga, I went through that in the video, I don't need to get through it here, but you made a bad call on Komarov. You made a terrible call, a reprehensible call. And Babcock said something about it. You didn't like it, so you're a big man, and you gave him another penalty. That'll show him. It's not about you! Can we work something out where coaches get a bigger fine if the ref's mad at them or something? Like, don't punish the fans. I'm trying to watch the game here. And one of the things Babcock said after the game was the Leafs got 4 penalties, the Minnesota Wild got none. Look, I don't want the refs just making up penalties for the Wild. Maybe they just played a really clean game. But the fact of the matter is that Komarov penalty was hilarious. And it ruined another solid start for Garrett Sparks. And the first goal was a complete fluke, just a deflection in front. What are you going to do about that? Jake Gardiner with one of the most impressive shots I've ever seen Jake Gardiner take. Holy smokes, what a cannon. And William Nylander, much more involved in this game, had a team-high 3 shots, and maybe in that is some of the problem. The team-high, along with Matt Hunwick, was 3 shots. And another guy who scored a point for the Leafs, I always feel like I need to bring him up because it seems like he had a really rough go this season. Colin Greening, no points in his first 3 games with the Leafs, but he picks up an assist in this one to give him 5 points in his last 9. And of course, I would highlight all of that much more if the game wasn't ruined by someone who wasn't even on either team. I mean, that we know of. And this is the part where I get messages from pissed off refs who did beer league for a couple years going, hey, it's a hard job. You wouldn't be able to do it. There's a lot of jobs I wouldn't be able to do. I couldn't fix your car. Imagine if you go to a mechanic, you drive out of the parking lot, your wheel falls off, you go back to the mechanic, you say, hey, my wheel fell off, and they go, well, you put it on then. Look, the refs have a tough job. It's a fast game, and a lot of things are going on. And in the NHL, the refs, the officials, are the best of the best of the best. Which is super concerning because a lot of times they still stink on ice, literally. So question of the game, what did you think of some of the young guys in this one? Do you think Garrett Sparks is legitimately the Leaf starter for the rest of the season? And 3, am I right or wrong on this thing? You put your whistle away the whole game and you find 2 right there. Would you lose it and find it? That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like to tell all your friends. Brand new Panago Pizza Steve Danko podcast down below, as well as the video. They ruined it. They ruined the freaking game.